In Dublin City, the Customs dog team are continuing their work at the Post Distribution Centre, where letters and parcels are routinely checked.
We have our 2 detector dogs with us, tobacco and drugs, as well as our customs team. And we're going to try and identify packages which are suspicious to us and hopefully find drug and tobacco consignments being smuggled into the country. What's happening here is that the dog handler, as always in these operational situations, is waiting for the dog's signal, the designated signal that tells the handler, this is something that is interesting, this smells like drugs to me. And once the dog gives that indication, then the handler will let the operational team know and we'll investigate further.
The dog's after giving an indication to his handler that there may be something in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the sack, put all the posts out onto the ground and let the dog pick whatever he's after sniffing out, so we can open up the package itself.
They're an extremely important tool against smuggling. A dog's indication will give us more of an incentive to get in there and see if there's drugs in there, or indeed tobacco.
So the dog is indicated on this package, so we're just going to open it up. On visual inspection, it looks like herbal cannabis. You can see it there, the green substance. And that it's all powdery, it's all leaf-like substance, so it looks like herb.
Okay, so what we probably do now is we'll have a look on our intelligence database and see if this person, if they exist, if they've offended previously, if we've seized anything from them previously, and we'll take it from there. Once we've established that, we're going to see if there's been a pattern of detections through posting facilities or indeed elsewhere of cannabis or any other drug to this person. If we see a pattern of smuggling, well then we may well decide to pay that person a visit. The controlled substance in cannabis is THC, and it's that's what basically makes it appealing to the users. But it actually makes me nauseous. There's been times when we've seized large amounts of herbal cannabis, and we'd be taking it to the Forensic Science Laboratory as part of the criminal prosecution process. And I'd have the bag in the car with me, and I'd have to pull over to the side of the road because I'd be feeling sick. I'd have to put the bag in the back of the car. You know, it's just the fumes make me fairly nauseous now. You know.
As Martin checks the name and address on the envelope, another unusual consignment has just been noticed in the mail centre.
It's not illegal to send passports through the post, you know. However, you have to assess the circumstances in which you encounter a passport. In this instance here, we have a package coming from Turkey bearing 3 passports, which purport to come from the Congo. So you could be looking at some kind of immigration fraud that's going on. So what customs do is we detain these passports and we pass them to our colleagues in the Gardaí so that they can conduct some inquiries in relation to how correct this is, how legitimate this is. Doesn't make sense. I mean, my passport is at home, you know. I need it when I go on holidays, and I've never been in a situation where I'm sending it halfway around the world in a package along with a pair of runners, you know. I mean, each to their own and all that, but...
The dog carries on with his work and is about to detect an unusual Christmas present. At the Dublin Mail Distribution Centre, a routine customs check is turning up some unusual deliveries, and the drugs detection dog has just uncovered an unsophisticated attempt at smuggling.
This is a personal message, from a little Christmas gift perhaps from somebody to Liam and Frank. But we're obviously dealing with a criminal mastermind, you know, because one of the things that drew our attention to this was that it's doused in aftershave, which is a popular ploy among people with a low IQ when they're trying to get cannabis past customs. They think that our dogs are going to be repelled by the scent of it, you know. So if we open the package here, you'll see that it's herbal cannabis, perhaps maybe 6 grams in each parcel. So I'm afraid Liam and Frank, the Mr. Biggs of the cannabis importation trade in the Northwest, are not going to get their Christmas presents. Apparently we're a little smarter than they think we are. There's a perception out there that if you send a small amount through the post, that it's reducing the risk of being caught. The interesting thing is you're actually you're incurring a far greater risk of customs encountering these packages, getting a search warrant and going out and actually searching your house and putting you to far more trouble, including being prosecuted under criminal law, than you would have if you were caught with them in an airport or a port. So people who send over little presents like this to their friends don't realise the kind of danger they're actually putting them in, because they'll get a criminal record, and a harmless bit of fun involving cannabis can turn into a criminal conviction that will make sure they don't get into the United States or Australia and have other ramifications in their life. Today was reasonably successful for us. Every customs operation that ends with detections is always a good operation. We made 2 detections of herbal cannabis, so a good day. I'm happy enough.